For your digital audio project, you're going to start thinking about the music or the background sound that you want to have in your final project. You're going to need to combine some multiple clips to be able to create that sound to go behind it. So what you're going to start off with doing is going to a website like Vitivo, which is one of my favorite ones to get audio off of, just a simple audio or simple sound clips. And you can go there and download what you need and then be able to combine them in Audition. So you have the option of using either music, sound effects, or you can do voiceovers if you want to record your own voice and do it that way. Whenever you come into something like Vitivo, you just go to the section that you want to go to, and this one's really good for me because I can choose it by sound. So for mine, since we've seen that I've done the teddy bear and we've done the background, now I am going to start kind of using a music. I want kind of a lullaby or a floating kind of music, or actually the two combined. So what I did was I went into this site and I actually went under playful and I found some sound effects or some sound clips that would work really well. And you can easily come right up here to where it says filter. Most of these sites have this option where you can go to filter and turn off the premium clips so that you only get the free clips, and then you can kind of go through them. You can choose by, genres, you can choose by mood or instrument, and a lot of these sites. So that is really helpful too when you're looking for specific things. So also when you're looking for these, pay attention to the length. You do need to create a music that's going to be 60 seconds long. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the whole 60 seconds as if you planned on using it for your final. You will have the option, though, if you need to go back later and add in or clip and take away from if you need to. So right now we're getting kind of the rough draft of your music. I do require you for this project to have 3 different sound clips. So it could be 3 different pieces of music, or you could do sound effects or the voiceover, like I said earlier. You could do multiple of those. Um, you also have the option on my example I'm going to show you. I took one piece of music and I've clipped it slightly differently, and I'm using that as 2 of my clips, and then I have a different piece of music. So I'm actually only using 2 pieces of music. It's just the way I'm clipping it. So let's switch over to Audition and take a look at this. So you'll see that I use this wind up lullaby here. I go to high clover and I go back to the wind up lullaby. I'm going to go ahead and play it so you can hear what I have, and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Um, You'll notice that whenever I have these 2 different pieces of music, they're going to fade into each other. You are required to use some kind of a transition. So you can use just like a preset transition, or in my case, what I wanted them to do was fade into one another. If you want them to fade, you simply have to click on the piece on the music clip, and then you'll have these little gray boxes pop up, and you're going to push and pull them to make them kind of do what you want them to do and at the speed that you want. I wanted them to kind of, when one started, the other one would fade out. So I kind of line them up right under each other, and you can see that my fades are pretty close to where the other one's going to finish. So feel free to try a fade with it, kind of play around with it, or to use a preset. Then when you get it all set up the way you want it, you're going to save it. You're going to save it two ways. First way is going to be to go ahead and do the save or save as, and you can name it right here, save it to where you want it. And we are going to save the first one as an SESX file, which is an audition session. That way, if you change your mind, you want to make adjustments to it, you can do that. Otherwise, if you want to, or that this way is going to be so you have the full file. You're going to hit OK here and go ahead and save it. Now, if for the file that you're going to turn in, you're going to do the drop down here and come to export and do multi-track mix down an entire session. This way you can go ahead and change the name, put it where you want to put it at, and then right here for our format, we're going to save it as an MP3. So again, just like we did in those previous programs, it's kind of like condensing it or flattening it down. So it'll be a smaller file for you to turn in. And then you just go ahead and hit OK. Again, I'm not going to hit OK because I've already saved it, and I'm going to hit cancel for mine. But you would hit OK and go ahead, and that's going to be the file you turn in. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and shoot me an email. I look forward to hearing what you create.